Sure. We went and beat some people up, and now we're hunting for the mage.
Okay.
But it seems like he just ran out of the bedroom.
Yeah, in the, let's see, where's my drawing tool? So he went up this passageway here.
Yep,
And,
that's where we're currently headed.
and we felt the draft, and we suspect that he's gone up to the bones of the manor, and we're going to have to chase him down.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, so looks like Dorn's in the lead, Lindahl's behind him, and the other two are still back in the other room.
So I haven't been here when someone else isn't here. What happens with Dinar's character in the meantime?
Same as last week. He's
he's still down.
Yeah, he's unconscious at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
yeah.
I guess we're just going to continue our pursuit.
Yeah, I mean, no one took any major hits, so I don't think there's any reason to slow down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up to full. I think we topped off pretty much everybody after the fight with the 4 guys. So, I guess we just head on into this passageway, see where it leads.
Okay. So now, did anybody check it for traps last week? I think we were mentioning that as we were leaving.
And Dorn both did.
Okay. So you enter the passageway. You see that it is a staircase that goes up. And let me see. There you go.
Are you done, Dorn?
Say what?
Are you done?
Pretty much.
Well, I will come in here to keep it. And I will do a perception check.
Okay.
It's 1d20 plus 2.
I believe so. Yep, perception's plus 2 for you.
Okay, so
Yeah, so you perceive that at the top of this staircase there is a closed secret door, which you will have to investigate in order to open it.
Who's got good investigation?
I don't. I mean, I can roll for investigation, but I got no pluses.
okay.
Can I actually do an Arcana roll to see if I recognize anything in the wizard's room? Because I found something in the last one. That tome.
It depends. Are you going to stay back a turn, or are you chasing the...
Oh, true. I guess, she'll go back. She's pretty confident that we'll be okay.
So you're going to go to the room, or you're going to go to...
Follow behind them.
Okay. Gotcha. So what's next? Who's rolling the investigation check on the door to see if you can open it?
Yeah. Nice.
Plus 2.
I did a perception check. Can I still do an investigation?
Yeah,
So that's a d20 plus 2 as well, right?
I believe so.
Right. Well, I'll investigate it.
Oh, shit, son.
Yeah, so you notice that looks like a little bit of dust has fallen away from one of the bricks in the wall, and so you gently touch it, you try to figure out how it works. You know that this is the opening, and you press it, and the door pops open.
That's where the green is, right?
Yes, the green at the top of the stairs. So your character would move up there in order to do that. And so now you're looking out into the following room. John, you can move your character if you want to, like to just catch up to them. So you're looking out on the storeroom, which you had been told about, and you could see a little bit of from the one of the characters went to explore that the first day that you entered, or like the first time that you entered here.
So if we're passing through the storeroom again, can I think at the whatever it's called and see if he saw the wizard go by?
Yeah, of course.
And what is he called again? I don't think I wrote it down anywhere.
He didn't have a name.
He's a
I
not.
just meant the name of the creature.
Oh, it's a Nothic.
Oh, got it. Okay, so I mean, she's just kind of like keeper of the cave. I guess she wouldn't think in an accent, so it'd just be keeper of the cave. Have you seen the wizard pass by here? We seek, we seek to find him.
Why would her thinking voice be different?
Huh?
Why would her thinking voice be different?
I think she's channeling her father because it gives her a sense of authority.
Would her father not also be German?
Yeah, but
I believe it's not German. I believe it's Dwarvish. That's just how all the dwarves speak in common.
right.
I thought they sounded kind of Scottish, but whatever. I just like the voices, the accents.
Well, that's the thing is, in the sci-fi that I read, when people are telepathic, you don't have an accent when you're communicating mind to mind. So I'm assuming same thing here.
You know what? That's good.
Good enough. Continue.
That explanation, I'm satisfied.
So basically what it is you don't speak in languages in your head. You think in thoughts. Now,
Exactly.
your thoughts may be thought in common or dwarvish or halfling or whatever, but the creature, since he understands minds, can pretty much understand everything that is happening. So go ahead, speak to the Nothic.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just so keeper of this cave. I was wondering where. Obviously, now she's not doing the voice, but keeper of the cave. Have you seen the wizard? We're seeking him, and he seems to have fled.
Keeper, is that my name?
It can be.
I like this. It means I keep my cave.
Yes, that is the deal that my friends seem to have come to terms with you.
I did not see. However, I felt his presence. I believe he is fleeing, scared, running, hiding, stepping, mistily.
Mistily. So would I know about any invisibility spells or something I'm likely to be using?
I mean, you can do an Arcana check or something.
Okay. Let me also just check what my spells are. Is there anything I could use to detect invisibility?
I don't think it's invisibility.
Okay. What do you think it is?
I don't know if I could say because that would be kind of metagaming.
Oh. Well.
Someone's saying, I don't think it's invisibility.
Well,
Paul,
let's see what I know. Let me do an Arcana check, I guess.
You have guidance, mending, poison spray, produce flame, thunder wave, cure wounds, and charm.
Yeah. So, the guidance is the only thing that would help me.
Yeah.
So, I can use that whenever I want when we're not in combat, I think.
Yeah.
Which gives me a plus D4. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this is an Arcana check.
Yep.
You notice that right where Lindahl is, there's like a shimmery substance. It almost looks like a fog or a mist, but it's kind of like shimmery silver metallic. You think that that's something arcanic or magical.
So then
But
I would, since that's all I notice, I just say, does anybody else see this misting, this shimmering mist stuff? I don't recognize it at all.
Let me do an Arcana check as well. I'm having a hard time seeing that mist.
you don't get a plus or anything to your Arcana?
Nah.
Wow, okay. Maybe Lindahl, since he's standing in it.
So, Connor.
Yeah, it's the first one. It's or third one. Sorry. So it looks like a +2.
Okay.
Yeah, you notice it's there. It doesn't feel like fog though. It looks like fog, but it's not like, you know how fog has that like physical presence to it where it like feels a little damp and like you can almost feel it. This doesn't have anything like that. I mean, Marty, you want to do an Arcana check? I mean,
Sure.
does Dorn want to do an Arcana check?
There we
I feel
go.
good about this. Yeah.
You-
That's sadly our highest.
Yeah, it is.
And
great.
hopefully make it even easier. I'll walk up to him and play with the mist that or fog or whatever it is that we are looking at.
Yeah,
Like
like
going like this with a shield, just like waving it, like
Yeah.
what is this? Get it away.
Dorn has recalled seeing this before in his soldier training. It was from somebody much higher status as he was in the army that he was in. And he believes it is a type of a teleportation magic, but he doesn't know exactly how it works. However, when he saw it in action, it moved somebody basically a full movement turn in the amount of action that it would take to do an attack or something like that. So, like,
Is that,
basically,
like, running speed or
it's not running speed because running is actually using your action to move the same distance as your walking speed. So, like, you'd walk and then you use your action to double that walk to a run. This is
Like 30 feet. Like
this is actually Marty remembers, or Dorn remembers seeing this fight. The guy moved up into range, actually made an attack, and then teleported away, leaving just a silvery, misty residue where he had been. So he believes it's a bonus action. So if this guy is truly trying to escape, he has his walk, he has his run, and then he has an additional movement on a misty step.
well,
Yeah.
so 90 feet basically?
Yeah, depending on how large he is and what his movement speed is.
Okay. Just assuming he's human, I guess.
We should probably go after him. See if he hasn't gotten a chance to get or at least get into the normal hallway. See if we can see him.
So Zach, if you're keeping track of like turns since he's done that, can we just like, are we gonna move turn for turn right now, or can we like sprint after him, or what's the?
No, I'll keep track of it. But yeah, you can if you want to sprint. I would happily accept that. Do you know where he went?
Hey guys, if it's real quick, if it's worth it, if you can catch up to him, I have a fog cloud spell that can obscure, surroundings. I think that would help have this guy lose his way if you get close enough to him.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but since I am a very somewhat smaller creature than you are, you might want to just go run ahead of Linda and I, and we will catch up as soon as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys would only fall back about 5 to 10 feet each
Turn,
time.
right?
So it's
Yeah.
you would still be able to do a ranged attack if you catch up to him quickly enough.
Exactly. So she's just basically encouraging one of the two, the help or the human, to just book at full speed, and then we'll flank out and keep track behind him. Because I'm guessing, basically, I'm also guessing that he's not gone, he didn't transfer into the room we were in. So they probably just teleported past the Nothic.
My guess would be he's going to the storeroom / prison area if he's still here. I mean, there's no guys left anywhere else.
Right. Okay. So then, if you guys want to go there first, I think Casa might split off and go towards the entrance, or tell you that if she sees you going there, but we'll guard your flank.
Well, just don't forget, if you go on the, left side of this crevice, that the bridge close to the entrance is trapped. So,
okay. So I guess let's just go to the storeroom and then deal with it from there.
Well, if you want, you could follow us to the storeroom, see if you can disable the trap, and go check the entrance.
Okay. So
Otherwise, we just go right to the storeroom.
Then, so if you two, since you're faster, go check the storeroom, and then Linda and I will try to disable the trap on the bridge.
Good.
all right.
But obviously, if you see the man, then call out and they'll come kill this bastard.
Okay. I'm gonna break out into a run and start running in that direction. Let me grab the right tool. $60 feet.
Yeah, Zach. So I'm doing 30 to here, or do you need me to kind of weave around?
No, I would say that you probably started actually at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. So 30 to here, and then...
So you're basically one step behind Dorn.
Yep.
15.
All right. From here, you can see that there's a small passageway that goes down there.
This is just one turn later, right? This is how far I can get, I think. Or are you talking about everybody's going for the bottom of the stairs?
Where were you?
I was where my square is, at the top of the stairs, the very top of the map.
Okay, so you can probably be about 2 squares behind the other guys, right? Because you're a 25 movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and Lindahl are basically like 2 to 3 squares behind them. If you're all.
I think he'll be here, and Lindahl will be one in front of me because he was in front of me anyways.
Lindahl, move down 2 more, like right in front of Casa. There you go. All right, so you are there, and can go ahead.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna continue in this direction. So that's. Oh, 12.
Marty, you want to run to maybe, let's say about here first, and you can let it open up before we charge in full speed?
Yeah, because he can pause there, right? And get a...
Oh yeah, I mean he needs to reveal what we see because I can't move further.
Yep.
So okay,
Should we do perception?
Yeah, I'd allow a perception for a bonus action if you're running.
You got 2 more squares you can move, right? Right?
well I can move another 30 from here.
Oh no,
Yes.
I thought you could move. Can you move it all more without using up your fight action?
I was here by this guy. So I only moved 20 right now. Same with you, right, Marty? You only moved 20.
Yeah, but it's up to the DM whether or not we have to pause and then take.
No, you can
Okay.
move your full 30 as long as you're,
All
Okay,
right.
so basically you see the hallway opens up and there's a wall at the end.
Okay, so I guess
Oh goody.
Just the wall? Is it a magic wall?
I don't know.
All right. So let me,
Why would I know that?
All right, boys, start rolling those dice. Let's find this shit.
don't forget that as a paladin, he can feel and sense the undead. So I think we heard something about that being over here before, Mr. GM man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he still smells that same smell. It hasn't.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't fluctuate unless you're like right next to. You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay.
being more than 10 feet away and less than 60 feet is probably the same smell. But if you're like 5 feet away, it's in your face.
Sweet. You're not 10 feet away.
Zach, can I do a perception check bonus roll? Or like, not use a full action right now and then do a bonus and go from there?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yep. It's a awesome empty hallway. It turns into a dead-end wall, but from what you understand, that's a doorway. But you would have to investigate the wall specifically to find that out.
All right. Let's
Can he get advantage for check? Can he give advantage to somebody for looking for whatever it is? Because he rolled a 20?
No?
Oh, come on.
So Marty,
You
during
were told that was a passageway earlier by the Nothic, and like making a perception of an empty hallway tells you it's an empty hallway. There's
No,
no
but that sense that there was a door there.
Zach, could me or Dorn reach out to Keeper and ask about this wall?
Sure.
Would it count as an action?
No, it's just thinking.
Okay. Hey, Keeper, it's me, Romo the Half-Elf. How are you?
I like my new name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, you know anything about this wall over here?
Yes.
Do you perhaps know how to open it?
Usually they open it from the other direction,
No, not you.
or they go through the locked door in the storeroom.
I thought we were going towards the storeroom.
You're going towards the... I don't know. Yeah, it's a different storeroom. There's 2 storerooms. There's a storeroom to the north that you guys already passed through
Okay.
that doesn't have anybody in it, and then there's the storeroom that does have people in it.
I guess we should go back and check to find a door because our initial investigation of that place find a door.
Well, no, nobody's investigating.
Well, I mean our initial cursory look didn't reveal an obvious door.
Well, hang on real quick. Just want to clarify either through the Nothic or you, Zach, when you said door through the storeroom, which storeroom are you talking about?
Up north.
The one that's currently marked loot.
No. Yeah, up in there. Yes, that's the general area.
There was a door up there. I guess we didn't notice it.
I just highlighted it.
Well,
All right.
who has the skeleton key?
And did the Nothic transmit that to everybody, or do I just know this at the moment?
Just you.
All right. Hey, Dawn, we got to go back up the other way because there's a second storeroom that we weren't unaware of because that wasn't really made clear a few weeks ago. So let's go.
Well, so nobody's investigated that wall.
Not yet.
Yeah, but you should investigate the wall first, Marty.
Wait, who's Marty? I'm confused.
I mean, Mighty, Dawn the Mighty.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Warren the Marty?
During the mark.
This is sure a fine wall.
Yeah, it's a wall.
I walk up the said wall.
After John shouted that, or Romo shouted that, I say, who has the skeleton key again?
I think the last person to use it was me.
Marty had it.
All right. And I mean, my character.
Oh,
my
my
character.
God.
Oh God.
It's a wall.
It is a fantastic wall. You want to take pictures of it. Draw
Do you
yourself
even know
on it.
it's a wall? If it's just a one, I might be confused. I might think it's a window.
It's actually an open doorway. Go ahead and try to walk through it.
Out. All right, so
You take 1 damage. No, I'm just kidding.
Dawn, I think there's something here, but we can't figure it out. The Nothic said to me that the other storeroom has a door to where we want to go. You want to run back up to that other storeroom.
Yeah, because all I see is a pretty wall.
All right.
Can I hear that from where we are in the back there?
Yeah.
Okay. So should the little people stay over here and continue, or somewhat smaller but not quite little, you know, like, but I mean, people stay and watch this side, or if we all go to the storeroom?
Now I'll shout ahead to Casa and say you guys should run ahead and investigate the storeroom up ahead for a door.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use my attack action to go back another 25. And okay, so what can I see from here? If I
See the door in the corner.
okay,
Just a regular wooden and steel door like all the other.
can I tell if it's? I can't tell if it's locked from here, I'm betting.
No, not from there.
Okay. Great. Well, I'll just sit and wait for Doran to come with the skeleton.
Come up and join me.
All right, so Dorn, you gonna use the skeleton key as a bonus action?
Yep.
All right. So you unlock the door.
Hang on. Before he unlocks it,
Yeah, before since I was there first, can I roll a perception for traps or investigation?
Sure. But from that far away, you're probably not going to be able to see a trap.
Okay. Let me just characters.
Doran, you want me to investigate or proceed with door?
At this point, either the wizard's far away or has a horde of people waiting for us, so might as well make sure we're careful getting there so we don't kill ourselves.
Does an 18 by chance reveal anything about the door or about the room or the door by investigation?
It's a door.
Okay. All right, guys, there's a door. Keep going.
I will use the skeleton key. to unlock.
Ramo, it's a door.
Oh, this is rough.
It does
Not
not.
an investigation roll.
It looks like a locked door to you. You kind of walk up and you grab the handle and you're like, shake it.
Is it like that Far Side comic where it's like it says pull and I'm pushing?
Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%. That's exactly what it is. Hey
Guys,
guys,
it won't open.
hey guys, it's locked. It's another wall.
Door.
It's another wall.
No, it's definitely a door. I can tell right now, just the way it looks, and the stonework and the wood.
Yeah, Casa's like, there's a handle. There's a handle. And
Boy,
John's on the other side. I mean, Ramos on the other side of the door, like looking at it like, I don't see the handle.
Does the skeleton key work?
Yeah, you unlock the door.
All right, let's go
You-
through.
All right, very good.
Woo!
Okay, so you enter in and you reveal
prison, right?
The
a
cocaine
very
factory.
thin hallway with 2 doors.
You said cocaine factory?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody did. Uh,
Folks,
Very
so much shit to
thin.
make mint.
yeah, there you go. So it's a very thin hallway. It can only allow you to go single file through it. There is a door directly across from the entrance where you're at, and then down at the end of the hallway, there's another door. They both look identical to the doors that you guys have been utilizing throughout this whole area.
Okay, so before as my bonus action, I just want to say, so should we be leaving Lindor here to look for a possible escape out of the magic area with the wall and everything, or should we all go to Slum Bay?
Not a bad idea. Would Lindal, are you able to see up ahead that someone could be running out the back door?
Do I do a perception to see that?
You have line of sight from here, and you would easily be able to see if somebody were to come out of that other hallway.
And I don't see anyone?
No, at this time you don't.
Does Lindal have dark? Lindal, do you have dark vision?
No.
Oh, is it dark in here?
It's lit where you guys are. It's dim in the crevasse.
Okay, so you should be able to see regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see pretty much the whole way down without much effort, you know?
In that case, Lindor, why don't you stay here for now, and we will call for your help if we see his visit and he's not running.
I will sit and wait in this large corridor.
And think about that pretty ring you might be getting for your loved one.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right, Zach, I'm going to do a perception roll for these 2 doors. See if I can perceive anything.
What are you trying to investigate them or
No,
perceive?
well, I'm not investing the door itself. Would I be perceiving what's behind the door?
Sure, you could do that.
I'd also like
Yeah.
to roll a perception roll, but for a different purpose. To see,
Okay.
to see if there's any sort of indication of level of foot traffic on the floor as to which door has more foot traffic.
Oh, I like his perception better. So why don't you do that first, Dorn?
Okay. So you note that this passage is fairly heavily used. There are no boot prints that sort of are out of place. They all do look like human boot prints, however. You can't tell if any of them are like so fresh that it was just used.
Yeah. Can I tell if there's more traffic going south or east? Or is
Most traffic seems to be going in in a L formation in and out of that door that you came from, and then down the length of the hallway. There is definitely footprints heading towards the other, like the door right across from you,
Yep.
but there's less of them, or less frequency, it seems like.
And I guess is anyone checking to see if that door is locked?
No, we didn't. I mean, we didn't check if either door's locked yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Frequency of footprints gives us a general idea of what we may be dealing with behind the door. So, the most likely path that he went south. We can check east just to clear the room to make sure that nobody's coming up behind us, or we need to take care of somebody. Or maybe it's the jail cell, or who knows what it is.
It's up to you guys since you're up front, so you'll have time to act before she gets there, before my character gets there.
Zach, let me perceive what's behind the east-facing door.
Okay.
Who's rolled 3 1s in a row?
Wow.
Hacks. Think of it that way. If we were in a battle, this would really suck.
DM hacks.
Hey, listen. I can't help you guys. I didn't do anything about this. You perceive that it's a door this time.
Hey, you got that far.
That's something.
You still don't know if you should push or pull it, though. You're still a little confused. And with what happened with the last door, I think your confidence is a little shook. So you're like,
hey, Dorn, you want to try this door?
Let's see if I can perceive anything behind the door as well.
Yeah, you can perceive that it is a locked door with a mostly empty room behind it. You don't hear any sort of movement or anything at all back there.
Want to open it quickly, Dorn?
I don't know. I kind of feel like we need to continue chasing after the wizard, and our best shot is to go south and just not worry about a locked door that doesn't get a lot of traffic. And sounds like there's nothing in there.
So you say that to us?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess. So, all right.
I mean, if you want to, I'll unlock the door and then go investigate the south door while you just sort of peek in.
That's precisely about that I was going to suggest.
You guys, great minds. All right, let's do that.
All right.
So turn click. Pushes the door.
And go down this way.
As you're doing that, you turn to Ramo and you say, "It was a push."
See, Roma, I don't see hinges, so therefore you push.
That's awesome. I wouldn't have even thought of that, saying that. Okay, so Ramo, you're peering into the room from where you're at? Okay.
Daintily.
You see an armory.
Oh, damn.
Turn
around.
Can I investigate? Do I need to roll investigation? Can I look around? What do I got to do?
It's an armory. You know how armories work. You think you've remembered a time where you've seen an armory before, even though you don't have all of your memory. It's kind of like, this is...
Yeah.
Extra shiny.
Well, I mean, is there anything of value, like, to find anything of value, do I need to roll for it, or will I be able?
No, I can, but are you guys going to spend like a turn in here? So,
I have to spend a turn unlocking the door, investigating the door, and all that stuff anyway, so he can take a quick look to see if there's anything that stands out.
Okay. Sure.
That might be separated from the rest of the junk weapons as potentially special or something like that.
Yeah, like a fire sword.
So a cursory glance, you see nothing that stands out as special. That being said, there are 12 spears, 4 long swords, 6 light crossbows, and 8 quivers with 20 crossbow bolts each.
I would like to get a crossbow and a quiver of bolts. I kind of feel like this is one of those TV shows where
That was the question. I was going.
oh, we lost him. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Can you hear us, Zach?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm assuming that you said you wanted a crossbow, and Casa said she wanted a bunch of spears.
I mean, she's got 3 javelins right now, so I'm just moving forward and saying, oh, so this Beck, yeah.
Okay.
Also, I patted Lindahl on the head and said, now don't go running off again, so I'll be right back. Or call for your help.
We'll stay here.
Okay.
So with that, she moves up behind there.
I kind of feel like the interaction between Ramo and myself while he's looking at the weapons and I'm looking at the door would be something akin to that commercial with the 2 kids looking to get a drink. He's like, we got purple stuff, we got orange drink, we got light crossbows, bolts. And, hey, I'll take crossbow and bolts.
D. I'll take the Sunny D for the vitamins.
Yeah, exactly.
Who wants the purple drink?
Purple drink.
Okay, so take what you want, mark it down that you took it.
Is a spear different than a javelin?
It's the same D6. It is,
It's longer, right?
I mean, it's worth more.
Oh.
It has a shorter range, but you can also use it as a melee weapon, whereas a javelin you can't.
You might want to grab at least one of those.
Yeah, so she'll just take one with her and I'll mark it down.
I'm hanging back for the time being. I may go in there and pick up a crossbow or something, but for the time being, I'm guarding my rear flank.
Okay. Yeah, so speaking of that, since basically a turn has gone by, you notice no changes in the crevasse cavern. So, you every once in a while you kind of see the Nothic like peek out around the column that's in front of him, and he's like, he's not really communicating in any way to you. He's just kind of seeing if you're still there.
Yeah. I wave to him.
He blinks his one eye. It's like, okay, so what's next?
Hey Zach, how many crossbows were in there?
A bunch of them.
Okay, so I'll take one, and then
Six, I think.
Okay, so there's enough if everyone wanted one, and then are there bolts to take as well?
Yeah, there was like 8 quivers of bolts or something. Yeah, 6 crossbows, 8 quivers, 4 long swords, 12 spears.
Okay, so I'll take a quiver. Grab a spear. Cool.
A regular arrow quiver can hold 20 arrows. How many would these hold crossbows? Bolts.
Same.
20? Okay.
Same.
Alright, so my character is gonna roll investigation, I guess, just to make sure there's no whatever traps or something.
Okay.
Hey Zach, how much better is a crossbow than a short?
I'm pretty sure it's almost identical. It might be shorter. No, it's the same range.
Light crossbow is 1d8, and then short bow is 1d6.
Yeah, so you get a little bit better damage. You do have to reload it though, which I would have to look at the specifics of that. I think it might.
That's a turn, then you're left.
I don't think it's a turn. I think it's like a bonus action. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look it up though.
Okay.
Yeah, bonus. Yeah.
Because of the time required to load.
Yeah, no,
this weapon,
it's not even that. It's
Or-
you can only make one attack, basically.
Ugh.
ammunition.
Like one attack per turn. Like, because if you have like later on you'll have 2 attacks in one turn.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, some people
Maybe not you, but like the rogue would.
Sure, right.
Some of the fighters' abilities have that as well. So like you would be able to stab twice with a dagger, but because you have to reload a crossbow, it only lets you attack once. So
Does that apply to a short bow as well?
no, because a short bow doesn't require loading per se.
Okay.
It requires knocking. You're pulling back. It's all one movement. Yeah.
I think the crossbow will be better until you get the 2 attacks. So if you want to swap in the meantime.
Wait, you said these were what type of crossbows?
Light crossbow.
Okay, I don't actually see that in my list, so I'll have to look up.
It's simple ranged weapon. 1d8 piercing damage, 80-foot range, and then 320 range at disadvantage, which is the same as the other one. It's a 2-handed weapon that requires loading.
Oh, yep, there it is. I see it now. It's a simple ranged weapon. For some reason I was looking at martial ranged weapons.
Yeah, there is a heavy crossbow, but that is longer range, harder hitting, etc.
Yeah, there's also a hand crossbow, which is lighter on the hitting, but you can use it a lot closer to yourself, but not as far away.
Hang on, guys. Be right back.
Baby. Baby. Ooh, baby.
What did Casa pick up for a weapon?
Spear for melee attacks.
What's nice about spears? I'll just look it up to see if it has that.
All right, we'll have to edit that out in post-production.
Right, like that happens.
Exactly. Linda, I'll go to the bathroom or something?
I don't know. What's nice about spears is they have what's called range.
Is that they can attack like 2 squares away instead of 1?
I think so. I'm looking for the definition.
No, range just means how far you can throw it.
No, part of the properties is range, thrown, and versatile. So he can do one-handed or two-handed. He could throw it, or it has a property called range. I'm trying to find the definition of that one.
Is that like you can hit like 2 spaces away?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think that's something else.
I'm pretty sure I remember reading that.
That's reach. That's not range. That's reach.
Oh yeah.
Which, like a whip has
Or like a
reach.
A pike has reach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a spear does not have reach.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Casa, you were investigating that door, right?
I just rolled an 8, so he probably just tells me it's a door again, and then I wait for Dorn to open it again.
Pretty much.
I would like to do an investigation Cursory investigation for traps. Don't find any traps.
The one thing you do notice, though, is that the putrid smell is much worse closer to this wall.
There you go.
Oh boy, giddy up! We got some baddies.
I think we're going to be fighting like 2 or 3 ghouls and a wizard.
You guys want me to do an investigation roll real quick?
Nope. Let's just bust in there, knock some heads.
Yeah, let's just fucking kill people.
Do what we do best. Well, sort of. Do what we do better.
So
Do we do decently well?
If Lindahl has line of sight, can he have full line of sight, but also be moved up to, let's see,
Well,
moved up to
at this point, Lindahl might
full line of sight?
as well just follow us.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. Should we just have him follow us?
Well, I figured, yeah, if you bust the door, I was far enough back, I could yell, "Hey, Lindahl, catch up."
Okay, so I'll come back to the back of our line with a line of sight, hopefully at least to the door there on the south.
You know, now I'm kind of pissed. If we're gonna be fighting undead, and I don't have Divine Smite to cast,
Why are you out of...
out of spell slots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only got
Oh, like he's not.
only got 2. Well, no, it's a paladin ability, but it requires a spell slot to cast.
I thought you had 1 left.
Well, that's what I meant. Like,
No.
you have the capability of casting it, but it's not equipped for you to cast it.
Well, no, all paladin abilities get equipped. It's spells that you have a certain number that you prepare, that you sort of memorize. I can prepare 4, but my spell slots are 2, which means I only have the availability to cast 2 until a short rest or a long rest.
Yep. So, and you've already cast both of yours?
Yeah, I think it was Cure Wounds and Shield of Faith.
I thought you.
Oh, the one where you like intercepted that one attack used up a slot.
Hang on. When did you cast either of those?
Shield of Faith was when we were doing bugbears, and Cure Wounds is when we were fighting the 4 guys because they were really coming down on me and hurt me quite a bit.
I thought I have here with those 4 guys. I thought maybe this was your spell, but you ended up with 8 HP, and I thought Casa healed you.
Yeah, I healed him.
No, I definitely used the heal because I have marked.
Well,
No, you used the touch of whatever because I gave you 8 health.
No, I
Casa-
remember that. That was actually that was that time. Maybe it was after the bugbear fight. I have honestly don't remember that far back right now.
Did you heal Dinar?
That may have
Did you
been.
heal Dinar? I think you healed Dinar for like 4 or 5 hit points or something.
After the bugbear fight, I got you got plus 10 hit points. I'm not sure what from though, so maybe that was it.
Possibly, yeah. Either that or that's when Kaza healed me.
No, because I wouldn't have. I didn't heal you after the bugbears. I only healed you after the 4 human fight.
Well, either way, we don't need to sit here and talk about it. I have it marked down as 0 left, so I'm not worried. I'm not that worried about it. It is what it is. I've used all my spell slots. That's it.
I have 2 left, I think. So
yeah,
I have 2 left.
So
and my concentration spell is still active, right? Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
I'm still concentrating.
All right, let's go murder some fools.
I guess let's unlock this door and get through it.
Since I have a turn to spare here, I'm gonna cast. What's my thing? The guidance. Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on Dorn. So if he needs to do any sort of ability roll or anything, he can have that ready to go. So just It's your next skill check. You get a +4 or a 1 D4 extra.
Zach, would that stack with Bless?
I don't believe it stacks. I think it's whichever one is higher
They're
wins
both
out.
the same. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you not to worry about it because Ramo already has Bless on the three of us instead of him. So maybe put that on him.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll do that. So Ramo, your whatever next skill check you do, you've got a +4.
Is it +4 or +1 D4?
It's +1 D4. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If
You guys ready?
wiggle the
Ready to
handle,
roll?
is it locked?
No, it's not locked.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Give me 30 seconds. Let me go to the bathroom just before we start this.
All right, I'm getting a drink.
So anyway, Dorn, are you gonna bust in?
I think. Yeah. I mean. I think this is a good busting situation. Well, is there any light coming from underneath, like the doorway, or is it just dark?
Dim light.
Okay. I mean, I feel like my character would want to bust in, especially knowing that there's potentially undead behind the door.
Right.
He's gonna be gung ho for slaying undead and serving justice.
Okay.
The stupid soldier.
Uh-huh. This is really weird. I don't know what is happening here. All right, I'm gonna log out and log back in. Be right back.
I'm gonna go grab the other battery. Another battery for my vape. Be right back. Oh, we're all back anyway. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry, it wasn't allowing me to click things, which was
That's still
dumb.
fine.
Right. So
Do you want us to roll initiative?
no, we're gonna keep the same initiative as last time.
Oh, goody.
Uh-oh.
I mean, because you guys were technically still not necessarily like making attacks, but you were kind of creating movements in in an attack type, whatever setting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so Dorn is about to bust in the door, right?
Yep.
Okay. Everybody's present.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Really stinks when you can't move anything. All right. So as Dorn breaks down not breaks down, but like shoulders his way through the door. Marty, can you move your character up like one slot? Boom. And you see this guy. Well, yeah, there's people too. This guy attacks you immediately as he was waiting for you. There are 2 Redbrands.
That a skeleton or an actual human?
And sitting down next to the 3 crypts there are 3 skeletons. And as the door breaks open, they start rattling almost. It's very strange. Almost all of you have never seen animated skeletons. Dorn's studied them, understands how they work, but never, in the academy did they actually have live skeletons or live undead skeletons for him to practice on. So this is his first opportunity to do so. And so Dorn breaks down the door, and this dude steps right to him and attacks. With a short sword. A 15.
Nope.
Okay. He misses. He's still engaged. The other guy is not going yet. Hang on. All right, we're actually going to pretend the other guy went first. And then, so it's the second guy, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. 22.
That'll hit.
Okay. So then it's D6 plus 2, so it's a 7. Sorry, I didn't add the 2 on it. And now we will start with Dern's turn and move forward from there.
Okay.
With that one turn, that surprise attack turn, the skeletons are up to full height. The 2 closest to you carry short swords, and the one in the far corner, he carries a short bow.
Oh, no. Goody. How tall?
Well planned.
How tall are these? Are these
They're human skeletons.
No. The like caskets or coffins.
Say about 3.5 feet probably. They're your basic. Come up to your midsection, maybe like right here. You could jump on top of it with part of your movement. It's not hard to move around. There are 2 pillars in the middle, but other than that, that's it.
Okay. I'm going to slide this way with my move.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack. I guess the guy...
And one thing that I didn't mention before, which I apologize, is you see an open door, and you see about 5 feet into the door, and it seems to be where these 2 Redbrands came from. So you have a feeling, if you were to make a guess, that the guy running away warned them because they knew you were coming.
Yep.
And it was basically like you ran through the door and like, poof, Yep.
Nice.
18 for an attack roll. And...
Yep.
9 points damage.
Very good. He is bloodied. I'm thinking you did the blue one?
Yes, right in front of me.
Okay, cool. Next turn is this guy. He rambles over here. He tries to hit you, but he has disadvantage.
Why does he have disadvantage? Or what are we doing?
Because, well...
There's a giant coffin on his way.
Yeah, exactly. There's a 3.5 foot coffin, so basically Dorn has partial cover.
Oh.
Yeah, the skeleton has a little bit different athleticism than you guys do as live creatures. A skeleton can't really like crawl lithely up on top of a 3-foot crypt quickly. So he just kind of rambles over and misses. So next, it goes back to your buddy that you just hit. He does not have disadvantage, but he misses by a lot. I don't know why. Maybe you wounded him so badly that his arm is almost falling off as he's trying to hit you.
He thought the intruders were going to be chump change, and he was overconfident. And then when I slashed across his chest, he was like, "Oh shit, this is real."
Not good.
Shit got real.
Yeah. He's like, they didn't tell me about this in the propaganda.
Not your average town folk.
All right, Casa, all you.
Okay, so she is going to cast Charm on the green Redbrand.
Okay.
So I'm guessing he's about to be part, or like befriended by us.
That would be nice. He's not trying to stab me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so it must make a wisdom saving throw. So we're just going to roll the d20. And he gets a -1 to that, so it's an 8. I'm pretty sure he failed his wisdom saving throw, and he is charmed now.
Okay. So she's going to out.
Go ahead.
Hurry, friends! We are being attacked, and these skeletons are seeking to steal your life. You must get back to them, attack them, and defend us, your friends.
Who's charmed now? Which guy?
The green Redbrand.
So
Yeah.
with that, it means that
He considers us a friend.
oh, you know what?
Gets advantage.
How about a 15? Because he got advantage.
Why?
Because he was fighting us. He's actively engaged in combat, and he gets advantage to charm person when fighting the person charming or their companions.
Yeah, so what's your spell save DC?
What did I look up for that?
Should be for a druid, I believe, wisdom modifier plus 10?
I mean, if it's plus my skill or my spell, whatever, then that's another 2.
Your spell save DC is 8 plus your proficiency, which is 2, so 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Which is another 2?
All right, so he is
succeeds.
Not charmed.
God damn it.
Sorry.
You're a really nice heart, too.
Yeah.
Now just draw a scraggly line between top and the bottom.
Yeah, break that heart.
Oh. Whoops.
You deleted the wrong thing, Zach.
No.
I know.
Pretty sure he's gone. I don't know if there's anything I can do with my bonus round. I guess I would just step to the side. So move to the side so that Romo can run up there, or so Lindahl can take a shot, whichever.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Okay. So then it's this guy, and he is going to step up here, just 1, and he's going to roll with disadvantage.
Thank you. Oh, jeez, are you kidding me? Really?
Holy
Really, Zach?
fuck.
Really?
I don't know. And that is a D6.
Great.
With disadvantage. He doesn't happen to hit any of his other guys.
5.
-5. I'm down to 8.
Wait, what? Already?
Yeah, he got hit twice
I've
already.
gotten hit twice.
And the first one was pretty big number, too.
Yeah.
Okay. That's his turn. It is Lindahl's turn. I would say that from your position, you could fire a shot and hit the first Redbrand.
Which is done as a sneak attack.
Yep.
Technically, yes.
That would be a D20 plus 2.
No, you're higher than that. You're like a D20 plus at least 4.
Plus his proficiency, which would make him 6, plus
Right.
plus a 1d4.
Plus a 1d4. So a d20 plus 6 and 1d4.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Wait, isn't the sneak attack just on the damage?
Yes, but the 1d4 is for saving throws and hit, attack rolls. That's from.
Okay, well,
it's from
the bless, right?
Ramos
Yeah.
Bless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless doesn't negatively affect our opponents, right? So that guy wouldn't have got a...
No.
No. So you hit him. So now roll your damage, which is 1 extra d6.
A d8.
Yeah, so I think it's 1d8, and then it's 1d6 for the sneak attack, right?
Yep.
D8.
And your d8 is plus 4 because of dexterity, right? Marty, am I right about that?
Yes.
So that's an 8, then roll the d6.
13 total.
Nice. He's very, very, very bloodied.
Oh, green guy.
Yeah.
So what do you got? -9 or -10?
Minus 13.
And then I get a bonus.
Yeah, you can. Your bonus action at this point could be a dash. It could be a hide, which would work. Like you could just hide in the room right there.
Yeah. Let's do a hide.
Okay. So you don't even have to roll for that. You can just step inside the room because the other guys are so involved right now. Okay. So Skeleton Boy's next. He just...
I feel dumb for not attacking.
Yeah, he just kind of moves over here. And he can't do anything about it.
I don't have turn undead yet.
Now it's Ramos' turn.
All right, question. If I cast a spell that affects an area in a straight line, would it impact Dorn?
Depends what the spell says. What spell are you thinking?
Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, that would impact him.
Well, so stand next to me and point east.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could also stand in front of me and go take a straight line.
Well, I was trying to hit, I mean, I'd have a 15-foot cube, so I could go.
So
no, but if you go here and then
just
one, you can hit these 4.
Go right here next to me.
Okay.
And then point it that way. This 15-foot cube is going to be.
Oh, I'll hit these guys. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Like in this general area.
Yep.
So Zach, I would be able to hit green Redbrand,
Blue Redbrand, and Skeleton Number or whatever.
I don't know why that. Would I be able to hit magenta and yellow skeleton?
No, not magenta. If you hit magenta, you would also be hitting Dorn. So is that what you're doing?
Next, this guy. And Dorn, how much healing do you have left on Cure Wound, Lay on Hands?
$3. That's essentially what you'll be hitting. Take that back. Gotta move over one. Boom.
All right. How much could you heal yourself with Lay on Hands, Dorn?
3.
Okay. How much do you have total? What, was it 10?
Right now, 8.
Oh, 8. All right, then.
I would say go for it because I have a spell left. He needs a heal.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to go for it. So I cast Thunder Wave. It's very thundery.
Okay, which way are you doing it again? Are you trying to hit magenta or no?
Negative.
Okay.
I'm going to cast in this direction. So it should get...
Okay, so what is your spell save DC?
14.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so the skeleton did not save.
What's with this +1 nonsense?
That's their constitution modifier.
Fine. Whatever.
I mean,
Fuck that.
Look, I didn't-
Fuck that. They're bandits. They don't have good health.
the skeletons actually have +2. Okay, so roll your 2d8.
Should I do it 3 times, or is it 1 for everybody?
It's for everybody.
Yeah,
That's
just
what I
do it
thought.
once.
Wanted to make sure.
Okay, so
So on a failed save, creature takes 2d8 and is pushed 10 feet away. On its successful save, the creature takes half as much damage.
yes.
Well, the good news is you probably just took out 2 people and severely damaged one of the skeletons.
I'd say it's pretty good.
So Skeleton didn't save, so he's minus 10, right?
Yeah, so the skeleton, although he is a skeleton and doesn't have any blood left, he is bloodied.
Maybe he's a little cracked.
Yes. He's dusty. Okay, so Dorn, your turn. There's a skeleton near you that is at full health. And the other 2 Redbrands are dead. They were like, the first guy kind of just fell. Like he was like, I can stop it. Like, and he didn't move backwards.
Yeah.
Then he just like, it was
His body just
too
caved in.
much for him. Yeah, it was just too much for him, and he just ends up falling over. The skeleton gets pushed back, slams against the wall. Actually, no, he doesn't. My bad. He goes all the way back into the room and like trips over the door jamb.
A skateboard. Oh. Micro machines on the ground.
This is not like a Rugrats thingamabob.
Could be Home Alone, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hold on. Susie's looking at me strangely. Yes.
Oh, God. I wanted to make a racist joke there so bad.
There's nothing left in this a long time ago. Coffee would be great, though. Okay, so sorry. I was given the finger.
Yeah. You
okay.
also missed a golden opportunity for a very racist joke, so.
Oh, well. Considering we're all white here, we should probably refrain from that sort of stuff. Now, if Dan were here, I would allow him to say whatever he wanted. Okay, so Dorn, you're up. What's up?
All right.
Oh, hang on, Zach. Hang on. I don't know if it matters. Was there anything that came loose on the walls from this?
No, not really.
Okay.
Do you mean like you take your bonus action to like look around the room type thing?
No. Just because it says, in addition, any unsecured objects that are within the area of effect are automatically pushed away. And
Yeah, no, this is a crypt, so everything is made of like heavy ass stone, and the light sconces that are there are very firmly implanted into the wall. This is it's not a temple, but it's a very revered place. So
a sepulcher. Is that what it is? The term?
I don't know.
All right, cool. But we killed 2 dudes. Awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. In the attempt to continue killing dudes,
What?
I'm gonna step in front of this guy and hammer away at him.
Okay.
Hey, John, what was the damage to the other skeleton? Was it your full 10?
Yeah. Well, not that it matters, but which Redbrand had a saving throw?
The one who didn't
Green.
move.
Green. Okay.
The one I tried to charm. He could still be alive if he just worked with us.
Yep. You got him, Dorn.
Come on, big number. Really? 7 points of damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, this one doesn't need. Okay, I know what I'm doing next turn.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. The skeleton is Dusty.
Both skeletons are.
Is that his version of being bloodied?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, it is now said skeleton's turn to swing right back at you.
Back at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, yeah, he misses incredibly.
Can he like overswing and end up with his back to me, and I can just grab him and use him as a human shield for the bow guy?
Sure. That's what happened.
Sweet move.
Yep. As sort of like a reaction that you haven't learned yet. He swings at you, and you just sort of put like one arm over his shoulder down through his like armpit area. Next up is Casa.
Okay. So, being inspired by all the fighting everyone else is doing, can she stand on top of that dead Redbrand?
Sure.
King of the hill.
Put it next to it though.
Can I just be here and you know that I'm where it is?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then she's going to throw a javelin at the one that Romo knocked back.
The skeleton. Okay.
I think you have me check every time, but I think it's D20 plus 4.
Sounds right.
Okay. Nice.
Yep, that's a hit.
Oh yeah, and I would have gotten the D4 anyways, so. It's D6 plus 2. Oh, shit. Well, she throws it for 3.
Your javelin knocks its skull off, and it rolls backwards, and the rest of the skeleton just crumples down to the floor. It is the lonely skeleton down below now. He's gonna do. He misses.
Now we're talking.
Lindahl, it's your turn.
Okay. I go over here.
Yep.
I'm going to attack him with my rapier.
Okay, the guy, you're going to have that at disadvantage.
What if he hops on top of the coffin?
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay. So I hop on the coffin,
Hop
Okay.
on top.
You're like right there.
which
Now-
is
Now you're good. Now you can attack with your rapier, not on disadvantage.
so I do a d20 plus 6.
Should be, yep, because it's a finesse weapon, so you can do it with dexterity. Unfortunately, you missed. Although, do you have the 1d4?
What about bless?
That's what I.
Yep.
That's the bless.
Come on,
So roll.
4.
Go for. Go for. Oh.
Nope.
Damn it.
Sorry, no such luck. It is that skeleton's turn now. No, sorry, I was wrong. That's the dead skeleton. It is now Ramo's turn.
Yeah, no.
I could move here and hit the skeleton.
Yeah, you'll.
You might want to go to the other side of him, or
Yeah.
to the side of him. Yeah.
Here?
Sort of like you're right
Yeah,
around
you
my
can-
back.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay. Gonna do regular old swing maru.
I'm sorry, did you say swingamaroo?
Yup. Fuck. Okay.
Don't forget, you can use your one. Is that spell that Casa put on you only for saving throws?
It's for checks, ability checks.
Okay.
So I got a 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah, you critically hit him, so you're going to double your damage dice.
Oh.
Did Casa just say holy fuck in the background?
Yep, I did.
Let's see.
Good going, Ramo.
Okay, so one more D8.
Oh, shit, I just closed the window.
No,
Yeah.
so 4.
You murder him dead.
Yeah.
You murder him double dead. Because
Yeah.
he's kind of already undead.
I fucking
Okay.
reeked at him, and for man.
So all we see is one more skeleton, huh?
Yeah, so Dorn, as Ramo attacks, he swipes sort of like right through the spine underneath the rib cage. But he also gets both of the forearms, right? Because they're hanging down by his side. So the sword falls along with the hand, the other hand falls, and the legs fall out from under, and you're now grappling with this guy's upper body.
I'm just gonna drop him. Drop him and then go, go, go.
Okay.
I would like to smack this bitch.
Hey, John, do you remember if Lindahl has any more of his bonus HP left?
I don't think he's been hit.
Yeah, he hasn't been hit.
No,
at all.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he should still have his 19. I don't have to take any damage.
I say we have him going first in the next door.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Let's see. 5, 7 points of damage.
He is bloodied.
Ain't no problem.
Susie just found the can of salsa that I ate. She's like, what?
You
WTF.
ate a can of salsa? Did you?
Not a can, but like it was half of a jar of salsa.
Did you at least put it on something?
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
chips. She told me about it last night. She was like, the salsa's mine. I thought that meant like it was ours.
I don't know. She didn't say our. She said mine.
I know, but we have a roommate, so it's like I figured what's mine is yours and not our roommates.
I kind of feel like you know that's not true.
Yeah.
I think that I appreciate that all of you guys are agreeing with me.
Yes, we definitely agree with Susie.
Yes, thank you for agreeing with me.
Zach, I just did a perception roll on that, and I got a 12. Do I perceive that you're lying?
You perceive
that,
bullshit.
You perceive that my headphones are in. And I appreciate you all agreeing with me forthright. Thank you. Oh, Susie's ridiculous? Got it. Hun, they said you're being ridiculous. Specifically John and my dad and Paul and Marty.
That's not very specific. That's just everybody.
Well, Dan's not here, so.
Dan said it though when Zach got it out of the ether.
Yeah. Okay, so
He's dead.
it was Dead Skeleton's turn, so it's Casa's turn now.
So everybody's dead. Or no, there's the one left next to Dorn.
Yep.
Yeah.
How much health does she have? She has 18 levels. I guess since I've got that brand new spear, could you try to use that or just?
Sorry, just start listening to or watching a video.
No. It's music in the game.
Ah, nice touch.
Crypt music. I forgot to put it on earlier.
What's the versatile?
Meaning you can use it one-handed or two-handed, and in two-handed mode, it does like the next step up. Yeah.
Okay.
You can't
So, yeah.
throw it two-handed, though.
No, throwing it two-handed
No,
is not a thing.
Right.
What about that crossbow?
I didn't get a crossbow.
Well, why not?
She doesn't use crossbows. Okay, well, I guess she'll just step here, or if I step here, can I throw over Lindahl, or where do I need to go to throw a javelin? Would I have to get closer?
You could go on top of the...
I go here?
Thank you for my coffee, hon. She wanted to put it into the screen to show you all that she gave me coffee. Yeah, you can go there, or you could go on top of the thing to your right, to the east.
I mean, does that give me any sort of advantage, or?
No.
Yeah, then I don't think I need to.
I mean, at that point, you might be as tall as some of us.
He doesn't care about that. Oh wait. Okay, 14.
It's a hit.
Woo! The spell worked. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, bless.
Yeah.
Bless your soul.
That didn't work.
That one works. That's pretty good.
Very dusty.
I think he's got 1 HP left.
Damn it. One more attack.
Yep, it is his turn, and he is
But he
going...
gets disadvantage with the bow, right? Because close quarters.
Unless, of course, he draws a short sword.
Which he does.
He's not smart. Where's the brain power to do that?
Where's the clothing?
I mean, they still have their basic, like stuff. Like they carry a short sword and a short bow. The two that were closest to you just attacked with the short bow because it was easier that way. They are assemblages of bones animated by dark magic. Skeletons heed the summons of those who create them and rise of their own accord in places saturated with deathly magic.
You're saying they would have been friendly, but we just came at a bad time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they probably would sat down for a cup of coffee or crumpets.
Dorn has a 19.
That would be ouchie.
I tried. I was just one hit point away.
Oh, 6.
Oh.
Still alive.
All right, Lindahl.
Okay. Window is going to go down to here. Attack him with my rapier.
Yep.
D20 plus 6.
Yeah, you.
Oh, fuck.
Suffice it to say that you don't need to roll a damage roll because your 2D whatever plus whatever would destroy him.
Can he, instead of hitting it like really hard, just kind of poke it in a bunch of different places and basically it collapses?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he probably like poked him in the nose holes and the eye holes because it's a rapier, so it's like really thin.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody in this room is dead.
Except for us.
Except for you.
Does anybody come out of that room there?
No.
Well, Dorn needs some healing, so...
I'm going to touch myself for 3.
Yeah, and so what happens now is that you sort of understand what happened, and you hear in the background coming through the door like, help us, help us. So, I think it's a good point to stop for the evening. So, Dorn, currently, what's your health?
5 after blowing through lay on hands.
Okay, after healing yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Does anybody have any healing spells that they want to cast on him before we go for the evening?
Is combat over?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, and the help we heard was coming from which room?
The open door.
Which I'm going to guess
Where
is the prison.
Okay, I mean, so I guess I'll just go ahead and use it on Dorn. Use my last heal. Unless, wait, Roma, how many do you have left spells?
I have one spell with Cure Wounds being one of them. How many do you have left?
I have one as well, so I can use Cure Wounds.
Either or, and, so it would depend. Like if we were getting into another fight, do we want to have any attack?
I would hold on to yours, and then we'll keep your heal in reserve.
Okay.
Because the only one who's hurt is Dorn, so hopefully I roll well here. I think it's a D8 plus 2.
10 will work.
Nice.
Solid, bro.
So you're full health, right,
So
Dorn?
I'm at 15.
15?
Which is close.
Which is 5 points off. Yeah. Close.
All right. Well,
So that was Cure Wounds?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm done. I don't have any more spells.
Okay. Very good.
Oh.
All right.
Could we go into this back room? Do we have a little bit of time left? We got a late start.
Or at least
maybe just get a teaser for next week. Just walk in the room and go like, bum bum bum.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't do that real quickly.
Hey, who's going?
Boop. So who went in?
I did. Well, I moved up to the doorway.
Okay. And basically, what you see, well, step inside. You see a very basic slave pens. Looks like maybe even it once was like a brig or a small jail cells. There's one room that what you can tell is the guards had been hanging out here and playing rolling dice and bones, whatever it was that they were playing in the other room. And in the pen to the north, can you guys see anybody there, or did I not?
Not yet.
In the pen to the north, you see a young boy.
Strapping young boy.
Not so strapping, but he's probably
Homely?
about 9 or 10. And then to the south, you see two women. One looks to be a mother. The other looks to be a teenager.
Okay. Can deal with it next week, I guess.
Yep. And as you walk in, they say, "Oh, thank God, you've come to save our family." That's the older woman.
Oh shit, that's right.
And so she says, "Thank God, thank you for saving us. Oh, it's a blessing. We never thought we'd see anybody with a friendly face.
Yeah, let's just end the
Have you
episode.
found? Have you found my husband?" And that's where we'll end.
Okay.
So very good. So today, so we already went over the experience from the last few weeks, correct?
Yep.
At the Sleeping Giant, everyone who was there gained 100. The Redbrands from last week, everybody gained 100. The Bugbears from 2 weeks ago, everybody gained 200.
Everybody was there.
Not Paul and Dad. And with the Nothic, the three who were there gained 150. And then today, by fighting those guys, you can add an additional... hang on. Sorry. Apologize. How many of you are there? 2, 4. So 350 divided by 4. What's that? Like 85-ish or something?
Yeah. We can just
7.5.
Yeah, call it
85.
Yeah, call it 90. That's fine. That'll be easier that way. We'll stick with like zeros, hopefully. Okay.
Yep. So no wizard, huh? And there's no...
Save it for next week.